Happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope you had yourself a great weekend. Make sure I'm not going to pull my headphone cord. Hope you all had a great weekend, a good Monday and stuff. It got a little wet for me and stuff over here. Kind of Monday, if you guys follow my Facebook, Instagram for my aircraft stuff, you'll saw that it was kind of rainy on Monday. Today it was much better. Got quite a bit of stuff done. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I am doing all right. We actually have something special different today. We're not using the little sketch pad today. I have my Huion Kamvas 16 Pro tablet hooked up because I've been doing some of my Illustrator artwork and stuff for design class. So I figured might as well pull out the Clip Studio Paint and try out version 2. I've downloaded it and I've updated my old version of Clip Studio to the new version 2. And I just haven't played with it yet. So what we're going to do is I figured we'll just start sketching and goofing off with it and see how I kind of played with some of the pen pressure settings already on it to kind of get it reacclimated and stuff, because apparently I guess some people didn't have problems with it, but mine, I guess I had to redo my pen pressure settings on it. But it could be that I might have did some adjustments, and maybe from Illustrator or or Photoshop, one of my other softwares that I used for that. But anyway, as you come in here, hang out, relax. If you come up with an idea, something we should sketch or try out, by all means, shoot me a message. We'll play with some sketching stuff. If there's something you want to learn how to draw, or if there's a character that you want to learn how to draw, we can go research the character and see how we can break it down. But anyway, get my glove put on, and let's see me flip it over to the live screen there. Perfect. Alright, let me see here. Alright, we're just going to have to see about, I think I'm going to readjust. I just noticed this because I'm looking at the screen over here to my left. It looks like my chat box has been moved over from one side. I think I'll move that guy over to the right. That way he doesn't get in the way of everything. So let me slide him over here. Yeah, I think I'll just put him right over here. Shouldn't be too bad. We'll stick him there for right now. I'll have to make a separate overlay just for like the tablet screen. I've noticed that's a little different, a little odd, kind of getting cramped. Anyhow, so grab my stylus, make sure I don't have any dust on it or whatnot. And let me flip over to my Clip Studio Paint Quick Tools. And let's just do a little bit of playing here. Howdy, glad you're doing well. Very cool that you're using the tablet. It's been crazy for me today. My water bag got a tiny hole underneath it. No, jeez. Blood test results back barely high in bad cholesterol 1.7. I don't add salt to any dark, so I drink 6 parts of water. I drink at least that much and usually more. Well, dang, Brian. I'm glad you're doing well. Sorry to hear about the water bed. Blood test results, that's good. You know, bad cholesterol's down, your HDL's down, sodium is down. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're doing well, brother. What we're going to play with today is let's just play with some faces. Let me click on this. Make sure I got my brush. I have this window open over here to the right of the screen, so that way you can kind of see when I flip between, like, I have the brush, the eraser. It should flip back and forth, and of course I got the lasso tool and stuff like that for when I'm going to do different things on it. So I just jumped in on YouTube. Nice. How you doing, Russ? Nice to see you. Happy Tuesday. So we're going to play with this and test out some of the new settings. This isn't Photoshop, this is Clip Studio Paint. So it has a little bit of a different feel to it. And I'm actually using a light blue for like this, where we can see like the actual construction lines that we're going to do with it. And what's nice thing about digital like this, instead of having the sketch pad that you just have a certain size page you can sketch on, this guy I can sketch and I can zoom it in, I can drag it, move it around, rotate it, and I can zoom it back out. And I can play with it that way. So that means that I can get details in this little area. I can go like that and make it a little bit bigger to where I can have a little bit smoother lines. That's one of the nice things I do see about it, but I still do like doing analog drawing. Let's just kind of start with a basic head first. We'll kind of run this through, and let's see here. Thanks. New water break's coming between the fortnight. Sleeping on the couch in the meantime. Won't sleep as well, most likely. Yeah, you kind of miss your usual routines and stuff. I can understand that. I've never had anything too great when I'd sleep on the let's see, on a couch or anything like that, or something. I wasn't. It had to be close. I was a little picky. When I was younger, it didn't really matter too much. As I got older, though, I kind of. So let's do that. Give a little here. Now you see, here this is something else that's neat. You see how I gave too little space? I'll highlight it in here versus here. I'm going to show you one of the neat tools also with this. Undo that. Whoops. I'll redo that. Go to my lasso tool. So I want to make these guys a little bit more even. So I can grab this with my lasso tool. In Clip Studio Paint, you can do this in Photoshop also. And I'm going to drag him and just move him over a little bit to where he feels all right. Once I like where he's at, I do that and I flip back over the brush and I keep working. Neat little thing you can do. So, okay, so let's see here. We got that. We want to get, we don't want it to be too thick. Maybe a little bit lower. That's the other thing. If you don't get the line right, you can hit undo and do that. See, you can do it all day long until you get it just right, the way you want it. And this is what a lot of digital artists do. Definitely because when I go on vacation, I have a hard time sleeping in a regular bed. Just not used to it. It's right. Yeah. I at least bring my. Oh, I usually try to bring my pillow or something. I've gotten a lot. I'm a lot better, but. So let's see here. We can throw some construction lines down here. Just kind of. This doesn't have to be very clean. Like I said, we're just kind of bringing it around. It's smart to bring your pillow. Yeah. Alright, we got that. That's kind of set up. Let's kind of swoosh this up that way. Swoosh that up that way to kind of follow. Oops. Follow that curve. There we go. Like I said, we're just kind of working it up. Of course, I don't like that. It looks a little flat. So what I can do is I can grab the rotate tool and rotate this so I can get a little better of a curve on it. Like that. I just hit the reset and flip it back over. So it's like working on a page, and like this pen actually has I think what is it, 8,000 points of pressure now on these things. I mean, I remember when they were like considered crazy with 4,000 and then 2,500. So this one's actually pretty nice. I got a bigger one that's on my other computer that is an older version that still works nice. It's just, you know, so let's see, it's just not as precise as this. And this screen actually has a type of matte finish to it, to where it kind of gives a little bit of drag to it, to where it feels like you're actually drawing a little bit on paper. It's got a nice feel to it. That's pretty cool about it. So yeah, I mean, it's not a cheap tablet, but it's not like an expensive Wacom tablet that, you know, some people rave about. Some people say that they prefer this because of the price for it. So, and we'll run this way. Let's see if we can give it that. We're going to do the same thing there. Alright. So, let's see here. Okay, this. Now, who did you guys think I'm drawing? Looks like a white blank screen. Can't see me. I'll try Twitch. Oh well, I'm actually using a blue pencil lead on it. It should show up. I'm seeing it pretty decently on mine. You guys, is anybody else able to see it okay? The blue lines and stuff on this, or? So, push on here and see. I might switch it over and just use the gray pencil instead of the blue. I was just going to do this just to where you guys can kind of highlight and see. I bet the cholesterol and sodium both go to normal. He also told me to walk 30 minutes daily, 5 times a week. was odd he brought that up again. I can see the blue one's fine. Looks like Daffy Duck. Ah, well, it's kind of like Donald, but except I'm not doing Donald. I'm actually using Donald's head, and I'm actually going to make his other character that uses him, which is Ludwig von Drake. I came across an old video of Donald and Mathematicland. I think it's called Donald and Mathematicland, or something to that effect. And of course, they had Ludwig von Drake in there to talk about different sciences and math and different things. So it's actually pretty cool with that. So I might actually change this over to gray. I was just doing this to where you can see how the construction lines run in, and then how you can come back and literally we can straighten them out a little bit more. So let's kind of go here. Kind of has an oval type glasses, so we can run that up that way. And they're a little low brim. And we can kind of do the same thing over here. I don't remember who that is. He kind of looked like, they kind of made Donald Duck into like an Albert Einstein look. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to hit another layer so that way I'm not drawing on the blue, and I'm going to go to this gray. And what I can do actually is I can zoom in a little bit closer, and we will use the same sketch brush, but what we can do is we can actually see if we can run them up and over. We'll start filling in some details on them. So you guys will have to let me know what you guys like better, the digital drawing or the analog stuff, because I can do either or. I do like the analog stuff, but not everybody can see it that well, and of course some people are really interested in the analog or the digital. So let's see if we can kind of give him his little point. And let's see here. Kind of got the one eyebrow there. And this is just a cleanup sketch. We can still go even further with this if we want to clean it up even more. So we'll do that, and we'll run over there. It's about right. Kind of give him a little. I think he had 2 strings for hair. And let's run him over that way. And we gotta give. Let's go back over to the blue real quick. We'll go to this first layer, so that way I need to make a little bit better of a line for his glasses. His glasses kind of have a top curve, and then this is the lower part, so we'll have that, we'll have the lenses that way. Let's kind of clean up these lenses to where they have a nice smooth look. There we go. Come back over to layer 2, and let's see here, we got to do the front of his beak. Sort of like so. Let me actually thicken that up a little bit, increase my brush size. There we are. Can do that. Let's see. Just playing out with this. It moves really smooth. It doesn't bind up that much on us. Every now and then Photoshop, like when I'm doing streaming, sometimes might slow down a little bit. But of course I'm also doing Photoshop. I have the music playing. I got the live stream app going on. I have, 3 monitors. And I actually have a movie playing off to the right that I'm listening to and watching also for just inspiration and other little things as well. So I'm actually watching like 101 Dalmatians right now. Just watching some old animated artwork. So it's always good to get you going that way. Oops. So get that. Let's those cute Dalmatians. Yep. Might actually draw them a little bit. We'll pull one out. Maybe we'll do a drawing for it. So we got that. And got the glasses up there. We need to do. Alright, you can see it fine. Cool. Yeah, that would be cool. We'll draw one Dalmatian pup so we can. I'm quite sure we can find something like that. Ludwig von Drake. There we go. In political foreign news, it's a 28-12 vote along Parliament's Florida Senate passed bill on Tuesday aimed at preventing children from attending an adult live performance. Oh, interesting. I hope they don't pass that stupid supposed TikTok ban, because it literally has nothing to do with TikTok. I was reading that stuff on that. It's actually them trying to invade our privacy. So yet another stupid ploy to try and make things easy for them to be able to spy and watch and monitor anything without having to worry about, without having to have any reason or consequence. Just another overstepping of freedom there. That, and also they don't want you to be able to. TikTok has been pretty good because they actually, if you look at, I see something, if you look at like stuff for an Instagram, for like videos and whatnot, where they do have quite a bit of censorship on there. Yeah, I know about the drag show stuff, but TikTok actually shows a lot more than what they're willing or wanting you to see, and that's why they want it banned. But they're sneaking in all this other stuff to where they can pretty much spy on you and watch everything you want without having to have any search order or anything like that. You know, without free reign, and it's sort of it's creepy. So I don't like it one bit. So I hope they trash that pile of junk of bill. So big stretch. Yeah. So alright, so we got that. Oh yeah, we gotta put in this here so that way we can start to see him, because right now it just looks like an old Donald Duck. Let's see here. Let's he's got that. And using those construction areas just to kind of line out the hair. So we'll run that up this way. Run this one. Alright. And now what we'll do is we'll actually zoom this out. You can see now by zooming in like that, I was able to get all that detail. Now it has a nice little crisp cream look to it. What's really cool is I can actually get rid of the construction lines by just getting rid of the layer there, to where you can just see the black on it. So it's a nice thing to be able to do that without having to worry about erasing or this, that. You can just remove it. And what we can do also is let me go to my mouse real quick here, and I can click on both, and I can actually, there should be a way to group them. Oops, some of this stuff's been moved around. Let's see, should be layer, we should have a group thing. Yeah, we can create a folder, and then we can basically put that one in the folder, and that in the folder, and that should have, well, maybe, come on, get it in the folder. This is a little bit more difficult. Let's go, there's a way, they used to have it to where it was simple for a group. Let's see. So those layers. Okay, so yeah, it is in there. Sweet. So now what I can do is I can grab the folder and I can actually click on it, and I can move the whole folder thing off to the side there. And then from there, I can do a new raster layer. It's down here on the right side. You might not see it because I think it's behind my monitor. So let me see if I can pull the raster out. Actually, let me get rid of that raster layer. Let me see if I can close that up. And let me see if I can create a new one. So, new raster layer on top. Yep, so now I got that one folder set up. So now I can, this guy is just off, this one off here to the side is not even on those layers for it, and I can go and stick them off to the side for later, or I can just get rid of them all together. So, in the meantime, let's go back there, and let's kind of zoom in, and what should we play with next? Let's see, we wanted, was it 101 Dalmatian? Let's see. Let's see. Well, they kind of have some simplicity to them. Let's see. Kind of looking at the movie and stuff a little bit right now. At the same time, trying to. Maybe we'll do, instead of a puppy, we'll do one of the. Maybe instead of the puppy, we'll do one of the. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's see. We'll just stick with the. We'll stick with the gray. So I guess some people have a little bit of a hard time seeing the blue showing up like that. You guys see that blue okay, or you see, try for a darker blue. Maybe a darker blue might work out a little better. So, yeah, the darker blue might be a little bit better for you guys to see. Okay, let's see if we can do. So I'm watching the movie. I want to see if I can maybe kick out some of one of these. We can kind of give more of a...
People say that practicing Zen is difficult, but there's a misunderstanding as to why. It's not difficult because it is hard to sit in the cross-legged position or to attain enlightenment. It's difficult because it is hard to keep our mind pure and our practice pure in its fundamental sense. In Japan, we have the phrase shoshin, which means beginner's mind. If your mind is empty, it is always ready for anything. It is open to everything.
Let's
In the beginner's mind, there are many
make this
possibilities.
a little bit smaller for you so
In
we
the
got a little
expert's
bit
mind,
of spacing
few.
for everything. That's a little better. We'll work on that. Okay, so we're going to have here we'll have the neck. So face. Don't want them to be too bulky. Dalmatians aren't that thick neck. They're kind of a sleeker. Looking at it, they kind of have them as more of a sleeker piece to it. I would show you the movie, but I can't because of copyright stuff. I can't like play it. So, and of course that's the reason why I have the audio, for you guys can't actually hear it either. So that way I don't get violated. They say I'm doing bad. Okay, so that looks about right for the size for the body. So, but I can draw fan art all day long, no big deal. So let's see here if we do that. I have to, let's see, we kind of want to have a slight angle. This is sometimes a good thing to do. You can kind of set up the shadowing where you want to have. So let's see here. Do that. And then over here is where we'll have the other leg. And we'll have to. Oops, too tight. Much better. Kind of match the same angle there. This is so you can get a nice good perspective. Makes it out really well, so that way you don't get too much of a goof, because what we're going to do is, being these legs are that way, we might actually, those legs are a little short too. Kind of making them too short. Let's play with it. Lasso tool, grab. Let's make it a little bit taller. Let's see about that height. That height looks pretty good. Brush. Let's bring this up a little bit. Maybe up a little bit higher even. See if we can get these legs to be a little bit. There we go. That looks a little bit better, actually. So we do that. Got them longer legs. Alright, so we got the front shoulder part here because he's kind of stepping forward. So let's see if we can. Guys to where they follow the same line. That way we got a nice good positioning there, because the other one we'll put just like he's back a little bit, so we'll probably put it right about there for that foot. Like so. Just trying to flesh them out a little bit there. Got the elbow sort of the same way, so we'll kind of give this a now we're getting the layout of them, so that's definitely a good piece to that. We can kind of run it that way, and then of course from here we'll do the tail. Oof. It's kind of had it right the first time. We'll that way. Perfect. So now we're kind of getting laid out in how we want them to look. Maybe we'll bring this way. Let's go to eraser. Go to the soft eraser instead of the hard. That way it kind of just fades it out. That way I can do some traction and stuff on it. Back to the brush. Keep playing with it till we get it to where it looks, to where we're happy with it. It looks better. Okay. So we'll have that. And we can kind of move. Let's see if we can maybe bring up. We gotta give him a little bit of the bone, the jawline there. Pickling Squealy. It's an interesting name. Pickling Squealy. Saludos. Hello. So, nice. Welcome to the live stream. Come hang out. Nice of you to join us. So let's so we got that. So let's add a new layer, and let's go to the gray and let's do some let's do a little bit of cleanup on them. Let's go ahead and come up here and we'll go back to the brush. No, don't want that brush. We want sketch brush. Perfect. Thanks, Brian. Looks great. Let's see here. Oops. I do got to get used to having this button on top on the pen now. That's the one thing I am not used to, because I can hit it and it flips over to the eraser. But that's the reason why this hand's on this is a stream deck that you can barely see off to the side probably on the screen, and it has like all my hotkeys on there. So I'm not having to use the mouse and go over here and search for it off on the right side of the screen. So. Eyebrow on this one, on this side. Let's increase the brush size a little bit. Feeling a little bit easier. It's not too bad. Alright, so let's see here. Let's see if we can hit the eraser again. I do like my Clip Studio Paint on my laptop because I have a touch screen also with it, to where I don't have nearly all this. I can flip and move it with just my fingers and stuff. Whoops. And it works out really nice. This is a little bit getting used to. Photoshop I've been working out a little bit smoother on with like this canvas, this Huion. My tablet also, I got a Samsung Galaxy S7 when I'm out and I feel like doodling or sketching. I don't have my sketch pad with me. I use that with Clip Studio Paint because they don't have Photoshop on the Android, and that works out pretty well. Now I haven't had a chance to play with Procreate that's on the Apple, so which I hear that's a really nice and intuitive tool. It's a beautiful little program, so if you're an Apple user, give that a shot. Where did I go? Oh, let me bring this back up. Here we go. So, and I guess what I need to do is probably try out one of the new things that Clip Studio Paint has on their version is it supposedly has a better color mixer. Or like before, it kind of just was a generic. I need to see my. There we go. Now I can see my sizes. Alright. And let's see here. Maybe we can. Let's flip that back over that way. So. It's at a section where I don't have Pongo, the main character I'm drawing right now on the movie, so I don't kind of trying to piece them together now. So we'll go that way. We'll give a little bit less there and bring this up. Not down. Let's bring them that way. So tight. And let's zoom out. Whoops. Forgot to hit the. There we are. And we might actually bring him sort of that. That looks a little bit better. The brush, there we go. Catching that eraser. It does take a little bit more time than in my sketchbook, though. I will tell you that. Because I'm not undoing nearly as much when I get a little offhand. This still does have a little bit taking to get used to. I will tell you that. But once you kind of get into the feel of it, it does kind of work out nicely. So, but I will tell you, it does have a different feel than Photoshop. Definitely. And let's see here if we can. Don't want to look too like underfed or skinny. I think my pencil line has gotten. Yeah, I might have to readjust my pencil settings again. So and then of course we can give him a couple little spots. I don't think Pongo had a whole bunch of spots on him. Seriously, I barely touched the that is one thing I don't like. I think I'm going to have to turn that function off on here. Is the brush to eraser thing. My Roaring Tigers about to start playing the Toronto Blue Jays. They're just 2-7 on this session, on the season. Oh, sorry, not so good, but they play 106 games, so a lot of baseball left. Well, cool. What we might do is we might actually see if we can finish him up, because as you can see, look how long this is taking me. I mean, now, granted, like I said, I'm playing out with a new piece, a new program, so I'm kind of getting used to where everything sits at. But I do like analog, especially if you draw it out and then you can scan it in. You can do all the cleanup that you want in there by taking the image and putting it underneath. So. So, not that I'm against digital. So, it's just, and who knows, maybe that's the reason why the Wacom tablet is as expensive as it is, because it actually has a much closer pull to it, to where it really feels like you're really drawing, and it has all the smooth feel to it. The two they won were against the defending champs. Go figure. The Dalmatians look incredible. Oh, thanks, brother. So he's looking okay. He's not my best feel. So let's might have gave for your legs, but let's see here. Maybe give him something over here. Yeah. It's hard to guess where all his spots are watching him now on the movie. I actually did. This is actually a pretty good job that they do on the movie and stuff, especially with this. You know, the animation that was done with this, the hand drawn, and the amount of detail they had to have to where the spots and everything moved with the animation so nicely per frame to where it felt normal. I mean, they really had a good attachment to their craft. It was really awesome. Nothing but love for those old animators.
You have reached the voicemail box of Kino.
It'd be cool to meet some of them. I don't think any of them, the old original, like the 9 Old Men, and even are even alive anymore. I think the last one passed away a couple of years ago. I think it was
just wait for the tone.
It was Milt. Was it Milt Call that was the last one alive? I can't remember now. But they would have been awesome to meet. Oops. Let's curve this over a little bit so I'm not stretching on that too hard. Don't want too long of a tail.
The person you're trying to reach is not available right now.
Zoom them out a little bit. Alright, we got our Pongo. Let's take off the construction lines. And you see how with the construction lines down at the bottom there, gone, that shows like the perspective piece to it, and you kind of still get that feel. This leg though, I think is still a little high, like I need to bring him down a little bit more, and he'd feel a whole lot better on that, I think. He's close, but he's still a little raised. So that's stuff that you can look at. The other thing that's nice is when you look at stuff, if you flip the page to where you actually can look at it from this side and that side, you can actually start to see stuff like you can see Ludwig and all that to it. But let me go ahead and let's go ahead and take care of that real quick so that way that doesn't bother me while I'm working on anything else. We'll take this and let's just even probably about that far down. That should give a better alignment to it. Let's deselect that, go to the brush. See if we can just, now let's see how it feels. And take off the construction lines. See, now it feels a little bit better to it. So that is one of the nice things you can do with using digital versus the analog stuff, is you can always eyeball and you can perfect it and work it through, and you can keep rigorously diving through it, because there's sketches that I've done in my sketchbook. When I scan them in, they will, I will still look at them and flip them over and whatnot to it, and I'll do that same thing with the image, but before I go to clean them up in a digital layout on things. So okay, so let's do a new layer. Let's grab these two, turn on my mouse, and let's put these guys into a folder, and let's shrink them down. Thanks, Brian. We'll shrink him down like that. We'll stick him up here off to the side. There we go. We got a new layer I stuck up there, so we can do that. Alright. Well, it was a good idea, Brian, saying to draw one of the Dalmatians and stuff from one of the movies I have on my other monitor that I'm watching. Or I have playing in the background. So, let's see. What should we do now? Let's, well, we've been hitting Disney stuff. Let's keep up with that. Let's go to here. Whoops. What happened? Almost lost my screen. It went to shift it instead. Pushed the wrong button. Sorry about that, guys. Zoom in now. Let's Let's see here. What should we? Let's make sure I got a decent. Yeah, that'll work. Is that darker blue a little bit better than the lighter blue that I was using? You guys able to see that a lot easier? I think you guys probably are gonna see that a little bit easier. So let's see here. Oh, Colin. There we are. Testing. I see it better, but both were actually easy. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Maybe what we can do now is... Oh, I got an idea. Let's see. Do some expression stuff, maybe. Let's check that out. What about in here? Oh, I know here. This will work. This will be a good one. Let's click on. I did it. Why does it keep doing that when I go to click on it? It keeps acting up. It wants to jump to the menu. All right. Nice little circle there. And let's see here. Let's slide that over so that way you guys will be able to see it nicely. And let's go this way. And we'll bring this up. Let's see if we can take that and we're going to see if we can simplify this. We want to see if we can make a neat character using some nice smooth sweeping lines. See if you guys can guess who this one's going to be once we get him done up. You guys already know it's Disney, so you just have to. Let's see here. So we got that. Let's see here. Any guesses yet? This is a neat way how you can rough it out, doing a rough body structure for them. So that way. And let's see here. Let's see, so we got that over the other leg, there, with up there. Kind of have the little legs. And let's see, kind of have. Okay, so we kind of have the basics already now lined out. We can actually actually see anything with that. So let's take that and kind of run some out the mid back. And let's see here. Kind of have a little ear over there. It's that way. Looks about right there. And let's see. We'll have right about here probably. That land over. Go up. There we go. And let's see here. Is he starting to come into perspective now? Who we might have going on here. Alright. So, kind of give a nice big old tongue, little mouth, like back in the mouth, back in there. And let's see here. Gotta give. I think you've got like one tooth on the bottom. And let's give a nice lip. Let's see here. Anybody got an idea yet who the character is? I'm starting to get quite a bit of detail on him, so starting to work him out. If you guys don't know, he's from The Lion King. When he was a young warthog. I remember that song. He'd sing with his buddy. He'd sing with his buddy Timon. And this was Pumbaa, for you who don't recognize him. Give him a little bit more of an eyebrow there and give that a see if we can. There we are. And let's see here. Kind of as a stylized area. You still got all his same things for his for his anatomy. But he's stylized. Got real slim legs and stuff to. So let's work this belly up here nicely. Now I got that song in it. When I was a young warthog. I'm gonna have to watch that movie now. It's a fun one to do. lot of leeway you can play with him with. I didn't use the black pencil, I just kept doing them in blue. Head and take Sheriff back in a bit if you're still going at it. Alright, Brian. Well, cool. Oh, so this is Pumbaa. From Timon and Pumbaa, or the Lion King. So we'll just grab him. We'll move him all down here and make him small. Throw him up there. Kind of doing a Disney Day thing. Let's see. Timon, Pumbaa. What should we play with next? Oh, we can always add a new layer. Oops, wrong. Layer. There we go. And let's go ahead and zoom on in. Alright. Back to my sketch brush. And let's see here. Maybe we can so we got him. Maybe let's see what else we got. Maybe we can kind of see if we can jump around a little bit. Trying to think of people I have not done in a while. So let's see here. Let's see, someone I haven't done in a bit. Maybe we could, yeah, let's see here. What do I want to play with? I think that's the problem, is that who do we got? What would be a good idea? What would be a good reference idea? Something they look for another Disney thing. Another Disney one. Maybe that'll work. Yeah, that might work. Let's see what we got here. This one, what time is it? 8 o'clock? Yeah, I think this will be the last one we'll do. Let's see, we do something like. Oh, am I on the same darn layer? Oh, good. Nope, I'm not. Yoo-hoo! For a second I thought I might have messed up. So let's go ahead and bring him up over here. Let's actually grab Pumbaa. Let's put Pumbaa off over here to the right. That way I have a full page I can play with. And let's That should be more than enough space. Alright, so we got that. Let's see. Eraser. That's more like it. Eraser's finally behaving like I want it to. Let's see if I can give justice to this good old character. Big old hand there. So let's thank you for following, Amon. Amon Animatics. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. We are just kind of goofing off, playing out, trying out this Huion tablet. Let's see. That might be too fat of a stumpy leg, maybe. Let's actually clean that up a little more. I think we're going to bring it up a little bit higher. I haven't drawn this guy in a long time. This old pop. I think the last time I drew him, it was in the TV series. Good old Baloo the bear, old Papa Bear. Let's see here. I'm gonna kind of give this more shape to it. Put his tail up there. Okay. So. Don't want to go down that low. Maybe there we go. Let's see. We need to bring that maybe down here. Mouth looking right. Clean up some of this up here. That's looking a little bit better. Let's see if we can. I think it kind of has a little bit of a point to it, not too much of a point. All you need is bare necessities. That's right. We are working on Papa Bear. We're actually doing the Lion King blue, not the Tailspin blue. I think that was the last time I drew him. Was in his Tailspin blue. So he had like his Hawaiian shirt and stuff. This is just the old Papa Bear out there getting in the jungle. See if we can. It's got a little bit more of a detailed look to it when he's at. So we can get to where his eyes are squinting. Make it look like he's. He also. See, that's the other thing. He kind of has sort of like a disheveled kind of hair in The Lion King, or in Tailspin he's got his pilot's hat. Let's see if we can. Fur curls. Let's see if we can. Make them feel the bare necessities. Forget about your worries. Yeah, man. Let's see. Kind of a good little thing to that. Sometimes you just get inside, have your fun. There we go. I think I might have made that that mouth, this part, a little bit too big up here. But anyway, it's just a sketch. We're goofing off. None of this stuff is going to be serious or anything. We're just playing with some of the areas, getting ourselves warmed up and see how it feels with it. Oh, I hear my doggo going nuts. Fur work kind of curls up. Get that paw. You got them claws. Got a paw or pick a prickly pear. Every time you pick a raw paw, next time beware. It's funny, the stuff that we remember from our childhood. Got a Baloo the bear. Now what we ought to do is, I think there's actually, we'll play with this and see what we can do with it. One of these other effects tools is a liquefy tool, which supposedly you can actually, it's a neat little tool where if you have, like, you can shrink things down or move things in a little bit. Like he's sticking out a little bit like that. Like I can actually do this neat little liquefy tool where kind of just I can pull everything in. Now his nose doesn't look quite so comic or comedic. It still has that stylization. Neat little tool there. That's another thing you can do, the liquefy tool in this. Alright, well we got some bare necessities there. What time we got? 8:10. I think what we're going to do is we're probably going to call it a little bit early right now. Take a peek, see what we got. We did a couple nice sketches and stuff. We goofed off with the Clip Studio Paint and the Huion Kamvas Kamvas Pro 16. So let me flip, go to here, and now you get to see me. There I am. Hey guys. So anyway, nice little thing we did. it was fun. I enjoyed it. Clip Studio Paint does take a little bit to get used to after you've played with Photoshop a lot, though, like I have been doing lately. So I've been really getting a lot of more used to that. And I bet you if I go to my mobile workstation, it's actually right there behind me, that laptop up there, where my standing workstation, and I use Clip Studio Paint in that. It moves very smoothly. I'm kind of more of accustomed to that one because I can do this and not have this all the time, and it's still slow. So I do like my analog sketchbooks. Those are still great, and I would still use it even just to come up with a good concept. Take a picture, scan it or whatever, and then put it on here as a background, as a one layer, so that way it actually looks out pretty nicely to it. So anyway, let me see if I might be able to, let's see, we'll flip back over to live in just a moment. But I think I'm going to we're going to call it a little night. We'll call it a little bit early tonight, and I'll probably come back and we'll do some analog drawing on Thursday. That's what we're going to do. Is Thursday we will plan on the character we did last Thursday. See if I can find them in here. The character we created. That's the challenge stuff. Those are some more sketch things that we goofed off with. More sketch stuff. There's this cat. We got to come up with a name for this cat that we kind of start. Whoops, let me put it on here to where you guys can see him on the little screen. But this cat, we started and kind of got it stylized. I do like that one. We'll probably put the fez on him too. Maybe we need to add a body to him. So maybe we'll start fleshing this one out some more and creating him as a nice character to it. We'll do that on Thursday. But in the meantime, good night. Okay, good night, Frontier Man. In the meantime, I hope you guys have yourself a great night. God bless. Have a good Wednesday, and we'll see you Thursday. Unless you watch my aviation stuff and avionics stuff that I do during the day. Then, of course, I will see you tomorrow. I'll have my video in the morning. But anyway, have a good night. God bless, and don't forget, let's create something together. You guys take care now.